Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Cindy Little with Waco Ghosts, and on today's Ghost Tech Toolbox, I'm going to be reviewing trail cams. Trail cameras are my absolute favorite investigation tool. I use three different kinds. I use the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro X, the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro, and Simmons trail cameras. They are extremely durable and they take great pictures and video in bright light all the way to complete darkness, and they have got insane battery life. I use them on just about every single investigation. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my favorite, the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro X. Okay, here we have the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro X. This is by far my favorite trail camera. I use it on every single investigation, and it records still photos and video in bright light all the way to complete darkness. Probably one of the best features on this trail camera is its audio capabilities. If you're in the market for a higher end camera, make sure it can record audio as well as the video and still photos. I have managed to get some really great EVPs on my camera's audio, and I have an example here. Another really cool feature on this and other high-end cameras is the temperature sensor. We know that on paranormal investigations, sometimes there are temperature fluctuations, and these cameras will be able to record that. I'll give a little warning here though, that when people get really close to the camera, the temperature sensor will start registering higher readings just because the person's standing near the camera. I'm going to open it up. It runs on 6 AA batteries, and let me tell you, you get a lot of camera life out of that. Sometimes I will set these cameras up a week before an investigation just to let them run, and when I come pick them up, I will still have 90% battery life, which is really, really nice. Everything is recorded to an SD card, which is right here by the batteries. Also very convenient, easy to download to the computer. Another thing that I really like about this camera is the large colored screen and backlit controls. These come in really handy when you are trying to set up in darkness or dim light. Overall, I just absolutely love this camera, and I have a link in the comments section below to where you can pick up this camera in a bundle with some other things at Amazon. So love this camera and highly recommend it. Okay, this is the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro. I kind of think of it as the Pro X's bigger and older brother. It is basically the same camera, only a little bit older version of the Pro X. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Again, you can see the controls look pretty much the same. The battery button is a little bit different. There we go. Runs on the 6 AA batteries like the Pro X, and you get really, really great battery life. And the SD card is here right above the battery compartment. Again, very convenient. And just like the Pro X, it has the nice big colored screen and the backlit controls, which is really, really nice. The only thing that I don't like about the HD Pro is that the IR light sensors don't seem to be as sensitive as the Pro X. So if the room is dark or you turn on a light and then turn it back off again, these do not pick that up quite as quickly as the Pro X. So that is the Browning Strikeforce HD Pro. Okay, finally, I have the Simmons trail cams. I got 4 of these as a gift for Christmas one year, and I still use them on investigations, but not as often. And the reason why is because they do not have audio capabilities, nor do they have temperature sensors in them. However, they still take really good still photos and video. They do not give you an option of how long you want your videos to be. They are capped at 10 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and open up this one. Again, they're very durable. They've got a very long battery life. They do not have the backlit controls or the nice colored screen, but you know what, that's okay. Here it's listing the time and it will show you that it is on video. And so just for a good basic camera on a budget, these aren't too bad. They also take an SD card right here on the side. And I will say probably another con of these cameras in particular is that on playback on the computer, sometimes the video will freeze up and then speed up to catch up. And I see that as really kind of a problem. But for the most part, they're a fairly solid, budget-friendly camera, and I still use them often. So that is it for the Simmons cameras. Okay, some general takeaways on trail cameras on paranormal investigations. Basically, I think the main one is you get what you pay for. If you decide to spend a little more money and buy the higher end cameras that have audio and temperature sensors in them, you're going to be able to collect a lot more quality data. However, if you're on a budget, I do recommend the Simmons and cameras that are like them. You're still going to get high quality video and still photos. So go ahead, don't just count those out. I still use those on just about every single investigation. Other than that, the main thing on all of these cameras is that they're motion activated. So if you have paranormal activity going on that does not trip the cameras visually, you are not going to capture it. So that's just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, whether it's a lower end camera or a higher end camera, I highly recommend them for any paranormal investigation. So thank you for watching.